We're having a great day today. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. Woke up feeling very refreshed today. So I feel a whole lot better, which is nice. I even woke up when Greg went to work and I was like, I was gonna go back to sleep and I tried to lay down. I didn't even touch your phone, because once you touch your phone, you're done. You're like, start scrolling. So I was like, I'll lay here and see if I will fall back asleep, but I never did. So I was like, okay, I got up, laid for just a few more minutes, and then I was like, I'm just gonna get up for my day and start my day. So here I am, ready to go on, feeling good. I'm not sure how my real Friday is gonna go here. You guys are gonna get a whole Friday food vlog, whether it be today and tomorrow put together. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'm hoping that I'll get as much as I can get done for food, and it'll be plenty of food for a vlog for you guys. And then the kids and I might go do some running today. We planned on this day this week. We have different days, different weeks that we were going to do like field trips and runnings, things like that. And so I'll just see how they feel, what they want to do today. It doesn't matter to me. It's up to them. So it'll be good regardless. But for you guys are going to get food because I need to eat. We need to eat. The household needs to eat this weekend. So we're going to have a good food vlog today, making some food for the weekend. Part of gathering your fragments is not going to the store and getting things that you need. So it's looking around, figuring out what can you make with what you have. And we have plenty of stuff to make with what we have. So first thing I'm going to make is some bagels. The kids like these. It's been, we bought some at this store, and it's funny because they sat in the refrigerator for a long time, and I'm like, I need to make some homemade ones and see if they go faster because they really like those. So I'm going to put it all in the bread machine. It'll do its work for me. Won't even have to think about it. It's going to be great. Drinking coffee. I had to laugh. I got my coffee in my Keurig this morning and got it out, and it was like, I was like waiting for it, and I looked down, it was all white milky after I put creamer, and I'm like, why is it milky? So we switched jobs this week for chores, and one of the children, I guess they've never put away coffee pods before. Isn't that funny? You live in the same house, you think everybody knows where everything is. No, they don't. And so I left because they probably put them away after they're clean and put them back in the drawer. So I didn't even think. I just grabbed it and put it in the pod, the coffee Keurig machine. So I had to laugh. I was like, ooh, no, I don't need water. I need coffee. So I left that out as a reminder for myself to let them know that they go in the drawer when they're clean. So one of those things, it's like everybody does dishes and we've done them all together, but they might have grabbed something different and not put away the coffee pods. And I move things around a lot. Even Jaden, she's not here very much because she's working all the time, you know, being an adult and stuff. And she's like, all right, Mom, where's this? Where's that? And the kid's like, it's been there. And she's like, no, Mom moves things around. I'm like, oh yeah, I move things around a lot. So it's my own fault. So we're going to have a great day. It's going to be a great, fantastic Friday. Feeling good. I'll be ready for my weekend. It looks like the sun wants to shine today, so the forecast was a lot of rain, and maybe we won't have a ton of rain. That would be even better, so it'll be good. You ready for a good weekend and a good day? All right, let's go. For the bagels, just put everything in the bread machine. It'll be awesome. I'll put the recipe on the screen. The water is naturally warm here in Florida from our tap. But when you need hot water first thing in the morning, it seems like it takes a while to get warm. Usually we test out in the cold setting and it was like 90 degrees in the peak of summer. There we go. I'm like, okay, get warm. The next thing I'm gonna do is make some pancakes. This will be something to have on hand. Everybody likes it. Just make it from a mix. On pancake mix over the years, I've made my own pancake mix. Whatever works. The kids sometimes like to have this on hand so they can make their own thing. Sometimes add too much water. It feels a little thin. It's maybe not mixed, it's gotta be mixed. So this would be good. I'll just make a bunch of mini pancakes here, put them on the griddle. It works, they like it. Just something to have in the refrigerator for the weekend. Like eggs are really expensive right now. Yeah, everywhere I'm sure. And so like for a while it was like everybody have eggs for breakfast. Well, now that they're a little bit more, it's like, okay, let's figure out something else to have, which we have plenty of food to make. So I'm gonna make this, and then I'm gonna make some grits with my cornmeal stuff. I was thinking you had to buy like real grit mix, but then someone said just like the mush mixture, they said it's just a little bit coarser the other way. So I'm gonna make that and have that today too. I'm assuming grits gets, it probably thickens. I'm sure it thickens as it sits, right? Like you'd have to eat it. I'm just saying you probably have to eat it up. I'll have to do a little look at that. Okay, so this is perfect. You know, you can also add like maple flavor. Let me get some of that. You don't have to, but it always adds a little bit of yum to it. And I have it, so you might as well. If you don't, it's okay. You can add vanilla too. So this is perfect. I finally got to use I had this full, and then my bag had a little bit in there, so I wanted to cut off the ratio. So there it is. Okay, this works really good. Got this from a viewer. I think someone just asked me about it, and I just sent them a link to it. It works really good for pancakes. I had that one, the squeezy one. I didn't like that. I feel like it dripped out, got stuck. This worked really good. This is gonna be really thin pancakes, I feel like. Let me just do a couple. Let's do a couple and see how they do. This is going to be for grits. So this is just 3 cups of water and 2 cups of milk, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. Season it with some salt and just add 1 cup of cornmeal. There you go, and then we can have butter in there. That'll be really good. These are good. So this will be good for breakfast. We'll have the bagels, there'll be grits, they can have pancakes. That'll take care of breakfast for sure for the weekend. It's one of those things that you're like, okay, eggs are up, so what do? You just find an alternative thing. When they're down, then you can do where the price is not that bad. You don't mind everybody eating eggs all the time. So is there any other, what's some things you guys do? Give me some ideas. I love ideas. Probably the same thing I make all the time, and just always, we love ideas. Do you love ideas? I love ideas. It's probably why you watch the cooking, because you get ideas for food. So what is a breakfast thing that's not too much for eggs? Like, I get it, pancakes and waffles, those are easy. The grits, cereal, oatmeal, bagels. What's another thing that you'd like to make besides eggs when the egg prices are up high? Okay, so I think the difference between using cornmeal and the grits is grits takes longer to cook, where this is real instant after it boils. So this is already smooth, not gritty. So this is good. Just season it well with salt. We're good to go. And then you can add some butter. We'll add some cheese to it. Bacon's always good in it. so that it doesn't get too thick before they eat it. That tastes good though. The pancakes are getting done, so I'm gonna start on some cookies. They've gone through. The Monster cookies are pretty much gone, so I'll make a batch of the Mama Bell's chocolate chip cookies. We really like them. They're delicious and yummy. I know you can go to her channel and get her recipe. She's got a cookbook out, but she does it online, and it's her famous chocolate chip cookies with a it's the key is the package of pudding in it. That's what makes them perfect, I believe. So I'm just gonna put the ingredients in here. For one batch, it's 2/3 cup of butter and shortening together. So I'm gonna double mine and put it in here. And then you're gonna add in 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of white sugar to it. Then it's 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 2 eggs. And then in a separate bowl, you can add 3 cups of flour, 1 package of instant vanilla pudding, and 1 teaspoon of salt and baking soda. I gotta get baking soda. And then you're gonna just add it in here, and then add in, it's 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of M&Ms. She adds other ones too, but that's what we like to add to ours. Pushing the pork Cuisinart to its max. Probably not very good. There we go, shut that window so it wasn't so bright for you guys. All right, let's add the M&Ms. I just spill those everywhere. I just spill those all over. Kind of mess rolling on today. That's okay. The M&Ms, I couldn't find these at Santa Club the last time I went. So I'm like, do they not have them anymore? Let me see how well these mix. What I think is I put more chocolate chips in. Yeah, they're grinding. Okay, I feel like that's really mixed very well. I have a little bit of M&Ms left, but I'm going to use some brownies, so I'll probably put those on top of that. Perfect. That was like a mess. Yeah, that was an undertaking. It's just, I have a Cuisinart mixer and it works, it does good. I think like the KitchenAid would be really good, so that is on my Christmas list this year. I have a turquoisey colored one at, I think, Sam's Club, and I was like, ooh, I might get that now that I've been using this so much more. I used this in my last kitchen, but not like as much as I do now. It's funny how you go through different things in your life, different seasons, and using different kitchen tools, things like that. Okay, that's a lot of good dough in there. Perfect. That's actually perfect. It's very good. When you make it so it doesn't like stick to your sides, it's just perfect. Then it's going to be like nice, full, hearty dough. Okay, I just turned my oven on, so actually I could use this for brownies. Hold on. Let's just slide this over. We'll clean that mess up in just a second. Let's mix up the brownie mix while we're right here. Might as well get that done. We're using just the good old-fashioned, the last time I used Great Value, oops, you're over here, Great Value and Duncan Hines. We mixed these two. Everybody said they were so good. That Great Value brownies, I don't even know. It's just really good. So my family likes it, we might as well use it. So I'm just gonna put what the ingredient says, put it in here, and we'll put it on a pan, and we'll probably bake these first because I'm thinking the time I gotta run into Brooklyn to work here, and then that way the cookies I can do after when I get back, just for time's sake. Okay, so let's just mix these up. The next thing I'm gonna do is make 2 soups because my family has requested them. Yes, I've been making them forever. They're in our family cookbook. Why make something different if no one's gonna eat it? So routine, if you watch my channel for a long time, then you have seen that I make the same things a lot. Why? Because that's what my family likes. My family doesn't like to have potato soup one way and then the next week have it completely different. I mean, sometimes we do if we're based on the food we have, but it's just what they like. So I might as well make what they like. So I'm gonna peel some potatoes. I'm gonna do a small bowl of potato bacon chowder. I'll put the recipe on the screen, very simple. And then I'm gonna do broccoli cheese soup, very good. It's like Panera bread, so good. So let me just peel some potatoes. For this recipe, you take bacon and use that with your, like as your meat, like your meat in, I guess, but I don't have any bacon. I thought I had bacon bits, and I opened the refrigerator and realized there was none. So I do have ham lunch meat. It's one of those things where you buy it, and then like for a while, everybody was eating a ton of it. Then all of a sudden, there's like a lot of excess of it. So I'm just gonna take and cut this up in tiny pieces and use that. Okay, I have to shut more windows. The sunshine is so bright, that's a good thing. I don't think it was so dreary yesterday. We had like 0 sun. When at nighttime I was driving Brooklyn home from work, and the sun was, we're like, what is that? It was the sun poking through and doing that, what does she call it? The golden hour. It was beautiful. It was definitely beautiful. There we go. And it was just so pretty. And I'm like, okay, the sun is coming back. That's a good thing. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna saute the ham here with the onion, for a little salt and pepper. We might pepper and salt. Okay, so I got some salt and pepper here. Just saute this for a few minutes, just till it's soft. Perfect. I will get this started, and then I'm gonna make the broccoli soup. So I'll have breakfast done, I'll have lunch done. Hopefully I'll get on to dinner. And maybe, just maybe, I'll still get out the door today. That would be great if I could get a food vlog for you, and also like an outing vlog. If I could have my way, and if life worked out perfectly. I remember last week we went to the thrift store. Well, I bought that Scrabble game, and I got home, it's got a stain in the middle, and it's not spinning like I thought it would spin. $5, mind you. And I was like, ugh, you can return it up to 7 days. It's far away from me where I would never just go there. If it was close, it'd be different, but it's further away. So I'm like, so I would like to go and return that. There is a discount store over there where I can get the macaroni and cheese that Jensen likes. I'm out of the cheese that he likes, and I don't see it at Walmart. They do have it on Amazon, but I know that the discount store has it, or they did. Hopefully they still do. So it would be great if I could do an outing and hit the discount stores in Sarasota. There's also a bread store I've never been to, and I'd like to go to the bread store and then maybe do the outing with the kids. We'll have to see. I'll see what they feel like when they get up, what they want to do. But if that was my ideal day and I could pick it, I would do that. I'd go to the thrift store, I'd go to the discount store, I'd find the new bread store, and then I would take the kids to the trampoline park and the library. That would be my outing for today. But we'll see. I'll see how the day goes and how everything works out. But for now, I've got to make food. So that's a beautiful thing. And make some good food. When you're feeling yucky, like this week, I just did not feel good the last 2 days, and so my food was very blah. Like I didn't even tasting the flavor of stuff, I was like, it didn't even taste good. It's just like that, you know, you just feel yucky. So I'm like, Even the broccoli stuff, I had the kids taste. I'm like, does that taste good enough? Because I am just not feeling like anything tastes, and nothing just sounds good to eat at all. So I'll be ready to be feeling a whole lot better. The brownies are almost done. I can probably add my cookies in there. Okay, so this is pretty much sauteed good. So what I'm gonna do is add potatoes and water. I have to add a little bit more water. Okay, we're just gonna put the lid on this. We're gonna let this come to a boil and cook. That's gonna come to a boil. When that is come to a boil, I'm gonna add cream and chicken soup. Right here, I just got from the freezer, and milk and sour cream, and that's it. So now that will be that one. Let's go to the broccoli cheddar soup. Let's see, cheesy chicken and rice. We haven't had that in a long time either. Cheese. I'm looking, there's not cheesy. Broccoli cheese. Let me get my phone. So I don't take a photo, I'll go to edit and go, where is all this at? So this, you're basically gonna saute onions, garlic, and carrot, right? You do. The carrot adds a nice orangey kind of like tint to it, so it works out good. Okay, let me cut this up real quick. And then we will saute. What I'm gonna do probably is end up mixing all of this together. Is that what I'm gonna do? I'm just debating. I don't need to, no, I don't need to, I pureed it before, but this, I'll do it correctly. Okay, let me peel this. Okay, over here, the brownies are pretty much done. I put in here onion and the carrot and butter. Still pretty warm. Let me add salt and pepper. Okay, let it saute, do this thing. Let's get the cookie dough on the pans. We'll put that in the oven, get the other ones out. My dishes washed while I waited for this to kind of do its thing, sauteing it. I'm going to add some flour to this. You want enough so it just absorbs that butter in there. So kind of put it in. Follow the recipe. I'm adding more because I added more butter because we're making a lot more on here. And then you're going to add your broth to it. So I'm going to add basically water. Not sure how much yet because I'm going to add broccoli to it, and then chicken broth powder, chicken bouillon, and then I'm going to add a package of broccoli. Now I ended up buying broccoli florets and broccoli cuts, and I didn't realize that I did. So you want the florets, these are a lot bigger. So this, actually that might be okay right there. Basically that's going to come to a boil here. Okay, everything's going really good. I just have to let that come to a boil. The soup, the potato soup is not done yet. So back over here we go. My bagels are done, so I think I should get those out, roll those out into the shapes they can sit and rise. So I'm gonna put parchment paper down. Sprinkle it up, and then it lays flat. I'm so sorry. Well, Maxine, she was in a dead sleep, and I got out the pans and one dropped in the ground and made a bunch of noise, so she was like, Mom, I'm sleeping. Okay, so this dough is good and done. I'm gonna plop it out here. I'm like looking at my clock, the time I gotta take Brooklyn, so I probably will just get this batch of cookies out of the oven, and then I will have to take her, and then I can come back and finish up the next batch. Okay, let's do these right here. The beautiful thing about these is they do not need to look pretty. They just need to be in the shape of round somehow. Some shape, some form, either way. So this worked out really good. I did, this time I added wheat gluten to it. You're supposed to use bread flour, but I only had all-purpose flour, and someone said it's a game changer for the flavor or for the texture to have bread flour. So I'm like, okay. So I got some. So we'll try and see what they do. This will sit out and rise up. I think we can go over here and do something. I think my potato soup, I'm just gonna add this to it and turn it down because it's frozen. I just got back. I had to run Brooklyn to work, so everything got shut off here. So I'm gonna add everything I need to add. This soup it was shut off, but it's still heated up. That mixture of cream of chicken soup. Look at that, and then it's just a container of sour cream. That's delicious. Potato soup. This one's broccoli soup. Let me add sour cream here. So good, so delicious. Okay, this one is easy. I'm just gonna kind of smash down the broccoli. If you want it even like thinner, just use a immersion blender. I like chunks in it. The last time I made it for a child that was not feeling well, so I made it thinner. This would be perfect. This is just like Panera bread soup. This is so good. So I've got a little bit of half and half, very small, very small. We'll add a little bit of that, a little bit of milk. And then I'm using up all of my spurtles and everything, and they're all right here washed. What I'm gonna do is add some cheddar cheese. This we're gonna add, you can do like real cheese besides canned stuff. That works really good too, we just like it smoother. So this to us is good. And then just stir that in. You want to get paprika too. This is our favorite right here. It looks delicious. Stir that up, picking up a little bit. All right, do a little taste test. That is perfect right there. That is so, so good. All right, delicious. I'm gonna shut this off. Okay, I went into my garage, figured out what I have to get. So I am gonna be able to get out the door today. The kids do wanna get out, so we are gonna head to hopefully all those places. I'll do that video for you next week. This is just food, so I think we're doing good. The cookie dough is almost done, probably another batch. I've got water boiling for my bagels. I'm gonna dip them in there. You let them boil for a second, then you bake them in the oven. And then I went to my garage and I'm like, what do I have? So I pulled out bread from my freezer because I know our bread is getting low, and then I'll put that in the refrigerator, and then I've got hot dogs. So I'm gonna do slaw dogs tonight. That'll be good. Have a little bit extra for the weekend because they like them. Yummy. So we'll have that, and I'm gonna make macaroni salad. I got another pot. I got all my pots going. So I've got a pot going. Greg will do the macaroni salad. I've got a can of baked beans. We'll make the chili dogs. We'll make the slaw. We can have that tonight, even with chips. And then I pulled out of the freezer. I had 2 more poor boy subs. So I put those in the refrigerator to thaw. Like, we can eat those as those thaw. We can eat those Sunday. That would be fine to do. So I'm thinking, and then I've got spaghetti left over. Is that it? We got broccoli cheese pasta left over. So there's a few things left over in there, so I'm not worried about any more food. I don't want to make too much because it'll just go to waste. So I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator, and I'm cooking the meat for the slaw. I'll get up my cabbage. It's good. Okay, since we're doing 10 things at once right now, we are gonna get down to the end here. Slaw, cabbage in the food processor, grind it up. I'm gonna put from my little garden outside, you know, the stuff that actually did grow, I'm gonna put some green onions in here and let that chop up. When it's only a few, don't worry about it. Okay, perfect. This will be done. I think my water is boiling for my bagels. So let me get this in here. This is really good. When you mix the green onion right in with it, it grinds up real nice and gives it a nice oniony flavor. Okay, that's done. I'll do more with that in a little bit. I forgot you mix the meat and grind it up. It's been a little while. Okay, over here, I'm gonna take and dump in, probably get my cookies out, and then, oh, Maxine, dump it, scare me, a bagel. I just have a small pot, so it'll go, hold on. The squirrels are out. Dump a bagel in there with water. It's got a little bit of sugar in there. It'll make it a little crisp, and brush it with egg yolk and eggs. I just did, it's supposed to be egg white, I think. I don't even know which one it is, but I just did both because eggs are small. Let me talk to you while I'm doing these last. I think that the dough for the bagels is definitely a lot fluffier. It stays together a little bit better. So I think that having that gluten in there, using bread, like bread flour, is beneficial. Because when I pick it up off the pan, it kind of like wants to like when you touch like bread dough and it flops down, that's what it wants to do. It's not wanting to do that with this. So that's a good thing. So I'm like, okay, good. So I am just hurrying along here. The last little bit of cookies, I'm just kind of grabbing in my hand. I'm gonna get there. I'll be able to get a bunch done today. If I would have woke up a little earlier, it would have been beneficial, but that's okay. I'm glad that I rested and got the rest that I needed and still made all this wonderful food for my family. That's a good thing. All right, last thing of cookies. While that's going, I'm going to cut this cucumber real quick. Okay, we're doing good, getting things done. I'm trying to hurry a little bit so we can get out the door. I do have to be back for Brooklyn when she's done with work today, but I think we can make all the stuff. So this is just going to be a hurry and chop salad. We're going to put, Grandma Sandy puts tomatoes in hers. My husband doesn't like tomatoes in his. He always leaves them outside, so he says just put what I like. And I'm like, okay, easy enough. So cucumbers, and I'm going to get some green onions from outside in here, and Miracle Whip. That's it. Salt and pepper. It's delicious. Grandma Sandy's been making this for years. I think my husband's dad, mom made it. That's where it started. So delicious, delicious, delicious. Gotta run and grab some green onions real quick. Here we are. Just cut these up in here. This will be really simple and yummy. These grow really well outside. I wasn't sure how they would do. They were just from the store. I think I bought 4 green onion. It's like a group of them. And that's what's been, and they're still growing. I wasn't sure if they would keep growing, but they're doing really well out there. So perfect. Okay. Done. It is just the egg white. I'm like, why is it so yellow? Because I use the yolk. They are much fluffier and more fuller, like I feel like with the bread dough. So the bread, the gluten in there. So I just did 4 and 4 because that's how they like it. I'll put those in the oven when the other cookies are done. Let me move the meat up, get this one gone. This isn't done yet, but I'm gonna put it in here and grind it up. I know it sounds weird, doesn't it? But they put really fine meat in the, when you make your slaw sauce, like your meat sauce. So I'm just gonna grind it real quick. Yeah. I've been told you can just use water, I guess, and kind of cook it that way. I don't really know. I don't know how that would work, but food processor works really well. So this way I can finish cooking it. It only takes a second now, that's all. So let me put this back over here. Okay, doing really good. Let me get the ingredients out. I went to my freezer and I used to keep some tomato paste in the freezer in small containers for just this meal, but I don't have any more, so I'm like, oh, that's no good. So I'm just have to use tomato sauce. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna do a little bit different. I guess I had onions out, totally didn't even think to put it in with my burger, so I'm gonna use some minced onions in here, and then it's tomato paste, and again, I didn't save any, so I'm gonna use tomato sauce, and I think you had water, so I will just have to add less. For the macaroni salad, I'm just adding Miracle Whip to it and salt and pepper. For the slaw, I'm just going to add some Miracle Whip, a little bit of sugar, apple cider vinegar, salt and pepper. Okay, so I am done for the day in the kitchen. The kids came down, helped me. We got everything put away, dishes put away, got stuff for dinner ready to roll. We're gonna head out the door. My goal is to get out the door by noon, and I got 10 minutes. So I made chicken salad for the road today, and we'll grab some snacks. Maddie put all the cookies nice and neat in here. All cookies in here. So she has that in there, which is good. And then over here is our remainder. I'll leave those out, put them in the freezer if we don't eat them, which I'm sure they will. Brownies covered up. The bagels came out really good. Look at it, nice, and they're like so good. Homemade bagels are so delicious. So the yellow, because I use the yolk kind, that's okay. But really good, so those will be delicious. What I'm doing for dinner tonight is slaw dogs. So I have this on warm. We have beans and slaw meat, oh my God, the meat burger, I guess it's the burger. And I put hot dogs in here. I'm gonna put those on low with a little bit of water. That's gonna be fine while we're gone today. And then in the refrigerator, I have all sorts of yummies for the weekend. So it's not very clean, don't mind that. Macaroni salad. We've got the soups here. I've got potato soup and cheesy broccoli soup. That's all up in there. The grits, which was really good. And then here's just it's all over the place. This is the slaw for tonight. This is how this is. This is the onions, leftover spaghetti. I still have pasta and broccoli and pancakes there, so it's good. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think I'd get done today. So we're gonna go head out and do all the things I talked about this morning. I will save that for a video for you for next week. So I hope you enjoyed. Today was a true gather your fragment day. I have things I wanted to get done today, so that's a great thing. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's Friday, tomorrow's the weekend. I hope you enjoy it. Come back tomorrow if you want to read God's word with us, and if you want, you're dealing with grief and loss in your life, come back on Sunday, doing a series on there, and then if not, come back Monday. We're gonna do some stuff. Next week we'll be shopping, discount store, and we're gonna start decorating for fall, because you know, it's definitely fall time. What is it today? 86 right now? Definitely not. We'll do some decorating. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.